Alright, Travis Wayne Goodsell. I made it alive overnight. I knocked over my clock at around 1:30, and so the batteries popped out, and so that screwed up the time when I put the batteries back in, and so I wasn't waking up to adjust the clock. So I ended up waking up at 3:30, and just in time for my run. As I was checking for research on a topic I got an idea for when I woke up, and that about patriarchs. Yes, Mormons, we're coming full jugular. We're slicing it again. And so I went for my run and came up with more video ideas. So not only do we have the church history of patriarchs, we also have one that I am not to blame for the church's crimes. Mormons are not understanding that concept. You need to understand, Mormons, the church are committing these crimes, not me. So if you didn't watch Stumptown this past week, yesterday, well, 2 days ago, I guess, it's Friday, so Wednesday, I watch it the next day online, yeah, that's a victim blaming tactic that criminals use. And then this one that I'm going to be talking about is the arrest of Lori Vallow, the Mormon goddess of the apocalypse. And then I've got a couple more brainwashing stuff, brainwashing through fallacy and brainwashing through memorization, selective memorization. So yeah, look forward to those. I had to watch season 7, the final season of the Clone Wars. It started this morning. So those of you who are anticipating baby Yoda, if you didn't watch The Mandalorian, season 1, Mandalorian, one of them's a musical instrument. They had Baby Yoda, but Baby Yoda is 50 years old. So there has to be a baby Yoda 50 years ago. So that would be awesome. All right. Then yeah, the church's finances revealed that they're paying Disney to get shows for Mormons, I guess. But that was the latest scandal. So yeah, bombshell scandal year for 2020, or at the end of 2019 is when it started. Alright, so Lori Vallow, if you've been hiding in a rock all this time and you're unfamiliar with Lori Vallow, she's the Mormon who had a switch flipped in her head to become a fundamentalist Mormon and go completely psycho, as she had her husband murdered and others murdered as she started to enter into the realm of the Mormon cult groups that believe in afterlife visions of people who have had near-death experiences. And she ended up marrying one such near-death experiencer, Mormon, former Mormon, fundamentalist Mormon, and they took off to Rexburg, Idaho, and took the kids with her, and then more chaos ensues as they then disappear. The couple disappears and the kids disappear with them. And then last year, the end of last year, or was it early this year in January, she's found with her psycho husband on Hawaii. But their kids are still missing. And so the grandparents of the deceased husband are trying to get the kids back, trying to find the kids, make sure they're okay, and obtain custody of the kids, which is going to be a slam dunk, because she got arrested today because she's failing to cooperate with the judicial process. And kids are still missing. Leaked information has come out time and time again of the neighbor who saw the kids for the last time, and the voice recording of the girl, and all this other stuff that's starting to come out now. And so, yeah, she's now arrested and will be deported back to Rexburg. And so what was interesting is that the husband filed for divorce from his psycho wife, and he was claiming in the divorce papers that she was believing in this afterlife death cult, and was starting to believe that she was a goddess. You know, so much for princess or queen, as some Mormon women believe after they get endowed. And she went so far as to say, "I'm a goddess now." And she said that she is going to bring on the apocalypse so that Jesus can come back for the second coming. And anybody who gets in her way is going to die. And so he then dies. So the divorce never happened. He's now dead. It's an automatic, she can remarry. And so she did, to this afterlife death cult of Mormonism. And so now chaos ensues as the kids are missing, and there's great concern as to whether the kids are dead or whether they're being held hostage somewhere for their protection and safety, of course, because hostage taking is not hostage taking when you're in the right. So, yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the judicial process of being thrown in jail just by accusation, and then you're stuck there until you plead guilty or have your life ruined as you insist on having a trial, you have no clue what's going on in the world. But yeah, it's total chaos and mass pandemonium in Arizona, Hawaii, and Rexburg especially. So that's the update on that crisis in Mormonism. And so, yes, all that I'm telling you about with brainwashing and the errors in Mormonism and the errors in doctrine, errors in historical learning of the church, these all tie together. All truth may be circumscribed into one great whole. Sound familiar, Mormons? It all ties together. And so when I want to get into it with the brainwashing videos, because again, I'm still seeing Mormons who are out for the attack. And fortunately, YouTube allows me now to hold the comments so that I can screen them, so that abusive behavior does not get tolerated. And you can't see the thumbs down that Mormons are doing. But this process of not showing the thumbs up and thumbs down is helping curb the tendency that existed on my previous channel, where people were just coming onto my channel just because they didn't like the title. They would see the title and it was anti-Mormon, and therefore they came onto my channel to give me a view count but a thumbs down at the same time, and then they disappear. And that was a bullying tactic that YouTube was perpetuating with this likes and dislikes. And you do it for products. You don't do it for human beings. Because with human beings, you're encouraging bullying behavior to threaten people and ruin their lives. And so YouTube needs to cut it out completely. No thumbs up, no thumbs down. And then allow us to control the comments by holding them so that we can report any of the abusive comments that come out. But YouTube still needs to work on that even, because I have to choose between hiding the person from my channel completely or deleting their comment that's abusive and unsound, or spam even. They do have a situation where they recognize some spam and put it in the spam folder for me to confirm if it's spam or not. But they're still not perfect yet. They still got to fix things. And then they got to do a whole different algorithm. Clone Wars, watch it. Cool. Baby Yoda coming up, I betcha. They're only talking about Echo, but yeah. Bring in Baby Yoda. But the algorithm that YouTube is using comes from Google, which Square used when they took over Weebly, and it's programmed to support the church in their videos, so that when you type in a church topic, the church comes up first, and you have to scroll down for days before you finally find the one you're looking for, even if you type in the exact title of the video. That's the problems with algorithms and analytics, is that it's a censorship program. So, and we're under attack by Russia, if you hadn't heard the news, because you've been watching Fox News. So that's why the guy is no longer in the intelligence position, because he went to Congress. Oops. You don't tell Congress that we're under attack. You tell the president, and he keeps it a secret. Alrighty, so let's get going with all these other videos, shall we?